Hey guys, I just wanted to create a quick video going through and breaking down the sketch where I pay for coffee, looking at some of the cultural differences between Bogotá, Colombia, where I live, and Seattle, United States, where I'm from. So let's check this out.
Mesera.
Sí, dígame.
First difference that we can see is that I signal with my hand. I say mesera, server, to call her over. In Seattle, that would be generally considered rude unless you were getting bad service or you were really in a rush and needed something quickly. But usually in Seattle, you would be expected to be more subtle or to wait for the server to come by. One thing that I will ask you guys to do is comment down below at the bottom of the video and just let me know how many questions you see her ask, because as you'll notice, there are a lot of questions that go through this interaction.
Quiero cancelar.
Claro que sí, ¿desea incluir el servicio?
Sí.
So servicio, this is the tip that at a sit-down place, like maybe a cafe where they bring you the food, or at a restaurant, you would be expected to pay 10% servicio charge. At other places, a lot of other places, there's no expectation to pay servicio. So it's quite different than the United States and Seattle, where 20% is pretty normal for a wide variety of different services that you receive. And then here, if you get bad service, you can say, quiero quitar el servicio, that I don't want to pay the service charge. And that's socially acceptable. Whereas in the United States, not paying a tip, that can be really frowned upon, even if you didn't get good service.
¿Va a pagar con tarjeta o con efectivo?
Con tarjeta.
Perfecto. ¿Es tarjeta de crédito o débito?
Es crédito.
Ok. ¿En pesos colombianos o en dólares?
Pesos.
Okay, so I reached out to a number of expats and got responses back from 4 of them. All of them said that you should pay in the local currency, Colombian pesos, that you get a better exchange rate that way, you pay less service charges. So that's what I've always done, is pay in Colombian pesos. And when I looked online, it also said that was the right choice.
Ok. ¿Cuántas cuotas?
Una sola cuota.
Perfecto.
Quotas or installments. This is a pretty big difference between Colombia and the United States. In Colombia, when you buy an item, you decide, if with credit, you decide how many installments you want to pay. You can do una sola cuota, which would just be one installment you'd pay at the end of your billing cycle. The other, you could spread it out 2 months, 3 months, however many installments you want to do. Obviously, in the United States, we just have a balance, the total amount of money that you've spent, and then you pay whatever percentage of that you want to. The rest rolls over to the next month. So I always say una sola cuota.
¿Desea copiar el voucher?
No, pero quiero la factura, por favor.
Claro que sí.
The difference between voucher and factura. So voucher is a bank receipt that shows you how much you paid on the payment terminal. When you go to tap your card or insert your card on the payment terminal, it doesn't always show you the total amount that you're being charged. So it can be really nice to have a little bank receipt. But the factura, that's the traditional receipt, an itemized receipt that shows you all of the goods and services that you've purchased.
Muchas gracias.
Feliz día.
The last thing that I'll note here is just that when she's interacting with me, all throughout she uses usted, the formal you, rather than tu, the informal you. That here in Bogotá, it's very common that people will use usted with you. Even in the case of this cafe where I've been coming pretty much every week since February, they use usted with me because it's a formal relationship. And it's just something that you have to get used to. I know that when I've traveled in Mexico, people use tu a lot more. So that can feel more friendly as a foreigner. but it's good to embrace the local culture. Hopefully all of this was helpful, and hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.